Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey,
tell me, oh tell me. Tell me, oh tell me. Tell me, oh tell me. Tell me, oh tell me.
What's your talking to? You ready to go, Jen?
Yes.
You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey,
You know you love me. Hello, 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 and welcome back to the So What You Think channel, where we discuss all things beyond the gates. Give me 1 second. I think I need to fix my audio. Let me make sure. No, it has it. Okay. I forget I have to do that myself every day now. But okay, anyway, thank you guys, and welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things beyond the gate. Happy Wednesday to you gatekeepers. Listen, today's episode, oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start. There was so much going on. It was. Y'all, you know what? This how they get y'all every time. Hold on for 1 second, please. All right, thanks for holding, you guys. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. Hopefully, my phone does not ring again. Anyway, happy Wednesday, and today's episode was a lot. It was a lot going on, you know. I don't know. Anyway, what I was about to say is every time y'all start talking about the show's been boring lately, it's just been so boring. It's like they already know that's what you're gonna say, and then they hit y'all with some stuff you wasn't ready for. Because it was something else. It was something else. Okay. We have plenty of time to get into it, so you know that's exactly what we're going to do. Give me 1 second. I done lost where I was reading it here. Give me a second. That's what happened. You touch the screen. I take time and put all this stuff together now. I'm going to use it. Okay. First things first, let's show some love to our moderators. Let's put some hearts up. I'm going to throw some up across the screen. Hey, moderators, thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you, you guys. You guys show the moderators some love. Because of everything that they do to keep everything smooth and in running order over here. We appreciate you. Shout out to KB, who I know is busy with some other projects that she's working on, but we just want you to know we're thinking about you and hope everything is going good for you. And to Tony Lynn, who's also been missing around these parts for quite a while. And Tony Lynn, wherever you are, we hope everything is going good for you and for your family, because we just really have been worried about you. Okay, to everybody watching live, welcome in, and to my replay gang, I see you too. So go ahead and drop your thoughts down in the comments too, because when you make it over there, Miss Elaine, leader of the replay gang, is always there ready to give you guys a little input and all of that, and respond and all of that, and encourage you to comment. So we appreciate her for that as well. Also, we want to make sure you hit the like button over here because we have our own Belinda Hill, who is the officer of the doggone like button. And we also know that she works hard to make sure that y'all do what y'all supposed to do as well. Now you already know how we do. We're gonna sit back. I'm gonna do the talking. Y'all can let me talk, but y'all can talk down in the comments because we getting ready to get it. So y'all go ahead and sound off in the chat and let me know how you really feel as we go along and as we talk about things. You can let me know what your thoughts are on things as well. Okay, now before we go any further, I gotta adjust something here because I don't like when my microphone is blocking my view. Okay, so before we go any further, let me see who's down here typing. Let's see, well, which one of my gatekeepers are down here typing in the comments. Where's my romper room mirror?
Who's that typing in the comments?
Well, I'll tell you who's typing in the comments. First of all, Miss Lil was the first one down here, and she says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, gatekeepers, and to the mods." Also, Miss B, who is me, also says hello. And along with Miss Peggy, she says, "Miss Jen, mods, everyone, KB Mommy, Elaine T, Linda Bias Barnett, Belinda Hill, and Raven Maniac." She says hello to you all. Raven Maniac says, "Hello, fellow gatekeepers and Miss Jen, Mod Squad. I'm over here patiently and pondering the events of the week as I take my seat. I'm going to try to be discreet while sipping my sweet BTGT." Belinda Hill says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, Tony Lynn, Elaine T, gatekeepers and Mod Squad. Happy hump day." Of course, I hit the like button on my way in. Have y'all been fooling people all day with April Fool? I'm pregnant. April Fool. I'm about to get married. April Fool. Oh, Lord. Belinda does remind you guys to hit that like button as well. We also have Myrtle Tinsler in the house, and she says, "Hey, Miss Jen, gatekeepers and Mod Squad. Now, if you want a shout out, just put something down in the comments and you will get your shout out as well." Miss Elaine says, "Hey, gatekeepers. Hey, Miss Elaine." She said, "There was a lot going on today, wasn't it, though? Girl," I was like, "Oh my goodness, it's just a demand." KB, girl, I thought you wasn't here, but okay. KB says, "Greetings. So what you think at my Mod Squad sisters, Linda, Below Didi, Destiny, and cousin Tony Lynn, and my sister officer Belinda Hill, and my boo Elaine T, and my good friend Raven Maniac." All right. Myrtle tends to send you guys some hearts, and Elaine says, "Hey, KB boo." All right, you guys. So if you want to be a part of the gatekeepers, just drop something down there. We give you your acknowledgement. We don't mind. But let me get on to it because I want to get on talk about. I want to gossip. I don't know what you came to do, but I came to gossip. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. So, yesterday when we left off, Chenise had asked Ted, "Are you saying that you love me?" Because he said, "That's one of the things that I love about you." And she was like, "Are you saying that you love me?" And I was like, "Girl, jump the gate, girl." Now, the man ain't said nothing but that he loves something about you. That ain't the same thing as "I love you." Hey, BB, that ain't the same thing as "I love you." BB 68. Now, let me know if you commented before. I think you have, but let me know if this is your first time commenting. But BB68 says, "Hey, all gatekeepers. But listen, I tried to tell you yesterday, Chenise, that the man said what the man had said was that what he loved about you was one of the things that you did. He did not say he loved you." So Ted decides to go with, I think you're incredible. You're incredible. Eh? Incredible. Incredibly. Yeah, girl, you was incredible. See that girl? She was offended, but girl, you the one jumped the gun. And the man, you were the one jumped the gun, Shanice. This was not on Ted, girl. This was on you. The man told you that you could slide and you wanted the ice skates, and you tried to do a whole little dance act right there. And I'm sorry, this was on you. This was on you, Shanice. This was on you. Hey, Frank G. Life. We sorry, but this was on you. Now. Hold on. Thank you all. Thank you to you all. Okay, so this is your first time, BB. BB. I like to sometimes mess with y'all's name. BB. If this is your first time commenting, we want to officially welcome you. Wait, let me find your name and put it on the screen. What am I doing? Okay, we want to officially welcome you because you are now officially a gatekeeper.
Hey.
Gatekeepers, A decree from the Queen.
Enough. Be seated.
You are welcome, BBN. Share the. Oh, this ain't your first. Well, that's all right. You done got a second fanfare. It don't matter. You got your second one. It don't matter. All right, now let's get over here to this diner, because let me tell you what had happened was over here today at this diner, baby. This diner was the diner. Anyway, let me get into it. Oh, you always in the replay? No, we talking about in the live. If this is your first time in the live, you got to get your official fanfare. Okay, but listen, over at Orpha Jean's, Orpha Jean was cooking over there today, and it wasn't about the food. Deanna wanted to know the answer to what she had asked her mama, because she had asked her mama, had you and Joey been doing the dose? Wait, no, hold on. She asked you, had you and Joey been baking cakes before or after her daddy had passed away?
So much fun baking cakes. So much fun baking cakes. Whee!
Okay, so she wanted to know the answer. Well, did you or didn't you? Huh? And then she said, did you do it before daddy left here or not? Girl, let me tell you something. Sidebar, heavy sidebar. Girl, this ain't the only one your mama was messing with, girl. You so far behind everything. You worried about Joey, and Joey is like the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. I don't know, girl. I don't know. I'm whispering in your ear out of respect. I don't want everybody in your business. These gatekeepers is nosy. But your daddy, child, Joey ain't the only one. He ain't the only one. But anyway, let's just talk about Joey then, girl, because that's all you know about. Joey, all you know about, so let's just go with that. She said, I know you ain't but Deanna said, you and your creepy lover. She called him creepy. She said, you got a creepy lover. She said, you cheated. I know you cheated. I know you cheated with that bottom feeder. Baby, Deanna was on fire today. Deanna done called Joey everything but by his government name. She said, I'm tired. Hold on, I got to start coughing. Hold on. Deanna said, I'm tired of being gaslit because you full of bull. Because I know you did what you did. She said, I knew from the door. I knew from jump. I knew from hello what Joey was.
I heard about you. I was waiting on you at the door.
When I tell you this was Deanna and her mama today, when I tell you this was Deanna and her mama today, baby, I heard about you. I was waiting on you at the door. Because they was titting for tatting over there today. She said, and my daddy probably knew you was doing what you was doing too. Girl, that's true too, girl. Your daddy did know, girl. Your daddy did know, girl. Y'all wasn't supposed to know though, Deanna. You wasn't. Now let's get back over to the country club and tell you about what was going on over there. Because I mean, it was like, look at Deanna. If Deanna can't do nothing else, Deanna give good funky stank face, don't she? Ooh, this child, I think you deserve some awards just for these faces you been giving, girl. Anyway, at the country club, Cat done ran into Naomi, right? And she was telling her about the beef that she got going on with Haley. She's like, it's up and stuck for me with Haley. And she was like, girl, what's going on? She said, because she over there trying to accuse Tomas of some stuff. She was like, ooh, but wait a minute. I just realized you was friends with her. You could probably help me. And Naomi gonna say she got to plead the fifth. Now, I was about to get an attitude with Naomi because I was like, girl, wait a minute. See, when we need you to clock in, we need you to clock in. Now, Haley, when I tell y'all, this show was doing too much today. It was doing too much today. But anyway, let's get into it because I loved that idea. But anyway, so Haley gets a phone call from Joey out of all people. I'm like, no, why is it Joey over here on phone? I loved it. I did. He said, hey, Haley. Haley was like, what's, yes. He was like, listen, girl, if you got some time today, I think you would find it in your best interest to get on over here to the casino so I can talk to you about a couple things. He was like, what? He said, yeah. And she was like, I'm busy because you know I work down to the firm. Girl, when did you start working at the firm? Have y'all seen her doing it? I ain't seen you file a piece of paper, make a phone call. I ain't seen your office. Girl, stop lying. But anyway, she was like, I'm kind of busy, Joy. So, let me tell you something. If I was you, I'd get here. He said, because not only that, don't tell Bill if you know what's good for you. But girl, get on over here. Get here if you can. I was like, girl, you better get on over there. So he hangs up the phone and Eva walks in. He's like, oh, okay. And he wants to know what's all this about. She said, it's about Isaiah. You know, he told me his secret with you. So now, so she said he told me your secret, and for a minute I thought she was getting ready to say something that they hadn't said on camera, like, you know, I know you his daddy, but that ain't what happened. But I was sure waiting but I'm gonna tell you something. Joey was still moving cautiously the way people do when people need to know what you know before they start talking on. Yeah, that's what I think. Let me put you all's comments on the screen so I can halfway see them. Now that don't mean I see all your comments now. All right, now Belinda said get the likes up. Let me hit the like button on my device too. So now we're at 14. Now that I did it, and give me one more second. I'm gonna go over to my other device and also like the video over there. So that I'm twice compliant. Okay, so now I got us up to 15, Belinda. All right. So anyway, yeah, the gates was swinging off the hooks today. I think somebody was drinking down to the opening up the gates. They was letting everybody in. Everybody. But anyway, so listen. Listen. To the picture. So I was like, oh, did he tell Eva that's his daddy or something? But that ain't what happened. But then we'll get back to that. Now back over here to Ted now. And let me just say this sidebar. This bag, once again, was very prominently placed where you all could always see what it was, except in this scene right here. But let me tell you something. She was talking and the bag was like this, where you saw the cross, which is what's on the back. And then they cut the Ted, and when it came back, the bag was like this. So listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, they trying to tell us something with this bag that it keeps being so prominently displayed with Chenise. That's just what I feel. I feel it in my spirit. All my spidey senses is tingling. Back to what had happened though. Chenise apologized. She's like, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable, Ted. I didn't know, we was just what we was. And he was like, what that's supposed to mean? Well, maybe it's just a fling to you. I don't know. It's not like what you had with Nicole. Why you ain't need to compare what he had in Nicole? Him and Nicole had babies, children, loss of babies. They done went through all sorts of stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, ma'am. Don't be comparing what y'all got to that. Move forward. Look ahead, girl. What's wrong with you? Don't look back. You look back, that's how you get slowed down, girl. But anyway, she's like, I know we ain't gonna never have what you and Nicole had. And she's like, I even understand that you may even always have love for her. I'm not even worried about that. Girl, for somebody not to be so worried, you always worried. Is we worried or is we not worried? Somebody let me know. Because you seem a little worried to me. But anyway, she says, but I think you on the rebound, Ted. And he was like, really? Now, Ted, you be being a little bit too cool for me when somebody pouring their heart out, sir. We need you to show some excitement or something. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I didn't know my TV was on in the background, you guys. We need you to show a little bit more. So next time y'all tell me y'all hear that TV in the background, if y'all hear it. But anyway, so that's what happened with that, because they was in there talking and going back and forth. She's like, I just think you still just Nicole. Girl, if you don't keep Nicole's name out your mouth, because he ain't talking about Nicole, why are you talking about Nicole? Can we talk about something else like you and him? And the reason why they always got you with this bag in this scene, girl, because you better not be working with the impaler. Chenise, you better not be doing a little something on the side, because we have always trusted in you, Chenise. Chenise, we have always believed that you is good, you is kind, you is smart. So we hope you ain't doing this, girl. Don't let it be you. But girl, if it is, we will be leaned in. We will. Now Carlton went checking in on Dr. Nick O. And she was like, "Are we still on for dinner? Or are you coming to give me some excuse?" She was like, "Cause I ain't accepting no excuses." He was like, "No, I'm still gonna go. We're still gonna go. So And she was like, and then he said, "But if you find any excuse for us to get out of it," because she didn't want to go either. She was like, "But yeah, we gotta go." She was like, he said, "But if you find any reason for us to get out of it, But they're gonna go. But it was cute watching them tease each other. Okay, but he don't want to go, but he going. But that's what a good boyfriend will do. You do the things you don't want to do. So as a good girlfriend, you will too. Now Eva wants to talk about Isaiah and him getting, and Joey getting him out of trouble. Because she's like, "I'm just so glad that you saw something in him that no one else did, because you really made a difference with him." Now I'm gonna tell you something. I think Eva bonded with Joey today. I think that Joey sees Eva for who Eva is. Now, I know a lot of you see Eva differently, but I think he sees Eva for who Eva is. And I don't think he sees her as some evil, scheming, conniving person. I think he really does see that there's a difference between her and her mother. I'm not saying she's perfect, but I'm saying I think he sees the difference between her and her mother. And I think he thinks at her core, Eva is a sweet person. And especially since she came to say the things that she did for no one purely other than Isaiah. She gains nothing from this meeting that she had today with him. She wasn't coming looking for anything. So, but I think Joy was impressed with Eva because, he's like, "Yeah, I heard a lot. Of course I've heard stuff because of your mom." But I think today he saw them separately. Now, Vanessa done told these kids that the gambling had been going on for a long time and she didn't know nothing about it. But she loved Doug and has always loved him and still does. And Deanna want to know, did you try to help my daddy or no? So then Darnell gonna try to get up in it. And he was like, "Y'all need to calm down because nobody could have helped him, Deanna. He had the first one to help himself." Baby, when I tell you they was using their outside voices inside and their outside voices was very much on high. I mean, the volume was on high. I mean, really. It don't matter where you was sitting in the diner today, you got a piece of this, okay? You ain't even have to be trying to listen. You just had to be there. Because I know good, I'm just saying, they was talking loud. They was talking loud. I mean, they was going in. And Vanessa went banging on that table. She was like, "I did all that I could do." And then Deanna calmly said to her, "I don't believe you. As far as I'm concerned, with all the nerve that Deanna been showing at this table anyway, what I thought she could have said and maybe got away with was, 'I don't believe you, heifer. I don't believe you, heifer.' Because, girl, you was this far from a heifer. Girl, I could feel it on your lips and in your spirit. I could." Maybe she didn't think she could get away with all that. But, girl, I don't know the way you done did everything else. You better throw that in there too, girl. Now, Naomi still can't believe Haley played her, but Cat fills her in on Haley Gate. Naomi's like, "You know what? I did meet Lynette at the hospital." And Kat was like, "So what did you think?" She was like, "I thought something was a little off with her." And she was like, "See there? Because I'm going to tell you something about people who be scheming like they do. The first thing they want to do is make sure that they give you the perfect little intro to them to kind of throw you off." And Naomi was like, "She didn't really throw me off because I knew something was off with her at the hospital." And that's true. I do remember you looking at her a little suspect, but you ain't saying do nothing. But then today you want to be all claiming I'm a lawyer, and lawyers be knowing stuff. But girl, you ain't know nothing so far. And if you do know nothing, you ain't saying nothing. So, I ain't impressed with you yet, Naomi. We ain't letting you off the hook, Naomi. Because ever since you sat up there and let Haley has said what she did and lied and ain't said nothing, girl, we ain't forgot. It's been up and stuck ever since then. It's going to take a lot for you to get back in our good graces, Naomi. I'm not going to lie. Because that's your daddy. You should have said something. Bump Haley, especially after all the stuff she had did to your mama and you and your dad and them. So anyway. Naomi lays out the case of her about like, yeah, she probably is a con artist. But what you gonna do about it, Naomi? That's the question. What you go now? Okay, now you know now what you gonna do about it. We need to know what you gonna do. Okay. So anyway, back at the casino, Eva tells Joey that she was raised without a dad. And he's like, yeah, I know that. She's like, but sometimes when I'm around it makes me feel like maybe I'm better off for that, because it's really hard seeing him having been raised with a dad who's always looking at him sideways and questioning his every move. So Joey just wants to let he said that when I first met he was just supposed to work for me. And I was intending to get him in deep work, and I was. But I thought he deserved better, because I was watching him, and he was always watching, always learning, always getting better. And Eva says, you sound like you're very proud of him. And he says, I am. But I stay lurking in the shadows to, see after him, and just to make sure that he's on track. But, I am very proud of him. But again, I think Joey moves with Isaiah like a son. Darlene. I think this Joey baby. Darlene, you could come over here and tell us, the gatekeepers. We ain't gonna tell nobody, girl. We gonna keep it close to our chests, sis. We is. Because we already suspicious, girl. But when that news come out, we all gonna butterfly over here. We gonna do the butterfly. Okay? Now, back to Vanessa and her cheering. Deanna done had enough. And Darnell, she said, you sounding just like us, so I don't want to hear no more. Hey, Del J, I don't want to hear no more. Please be quiet. Unicorn Jim and Frank G Life, hey guys, I don't want to hear no more. You sounding just like Mama now, and I don't want to hear no more. Y'all sound like birds of a feather flying in the sky together. And she told Vanessa, she said, move before I climb over this table, Mom. And you know what? I would have liked to have seen that. I mean, is that too much? Is it me being messy? But I would have liked to see, Deanna, you skinny enough. Now, my big tail couldn't have got up out of there. Everybody got to get up for me to get up. But look at here. You small enough. I would have liked to see you shimmy up on top of that table and roll your legs across there and slide down. Girl, that would have been funny. You should have did it anyway. See, Leslie would have. We need the drama. But she left, and then she told Darnell, she said, I really did try to save him. But sidebar, Vanessa, when I think back to you and Doug, I don't remember this you and Doug that you described. Do y'all remember this Doug she described? I don't remember this Doug you describing, you and him. I do not. I remember you calling to the thing, getting dates and all that stuff. That's what I remember. I remember you was tipping and slipping and dipping. I remember that when you got the call that Doug was gone, you was on vacation with Joey, laying up in a warmer climate. I remember you being cold, and I mean, it's not like I don't think you tried to stop him, but girl, you didn't try to stop him. This ain't the way I recall it, and I ain't even got time to go back and do no deep dive to find out. Cause girl, everybody we know you was suspect. Girl, get out of here. Now, it ain't that I'm saying she didn't love, but girl, don't sit up here and rewrite history. I hate when people do that. Chenise is upset and she leaving. Ed tried to stop her. She wants to know if she really feels that he was like, do you really feel like I'm using you to get over a broken heart? And I can already tell you laying back there saying, yes. Yes, you are, sir. Because Elaine ain't got up off you yet, Ted. See, he said, do you really think I'm using you to get over a broken heart? I thought you knew me better than that. I thought you knew I'm not the man that I used to be. I thought you could see past my past mistakes. She says she couldn't do this right now. She's like, I ain't got time. I got to go. I can't do it. I can't do this right now. I got to go back over here to Chenise, back over here to Joey's. Well, little Miss Haley done slid it up in there like the snake she is, right? And she's upset. What did you want? And he says, well, I mean, now what I do appreciate is that Joey got right to it. Joey was like, well, listen, Bill has concerns about Lynette, and he has asked me to look into her. She said, then go ahead, dig up what you need to find. What are you telling me this for? And he was like, that crime that Lynette witnessed that never happened? And she was looking at him like, what? See, Joey trying to tell you what he know. Joey said, first of all, the crime that she witnessed did not happen. So he trying to let you know, I know that y'all together in this foolishness. And he said, and then Randy, she was like, who's Randy? He said, oh, we still got to pretend like you don't know who Randy is. Do we need to call him Sammy? Do we really need to call him Sammy? She said, he's just a casual acquaintance, just like Lynette is, but go ahead. He said, okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. Any good gambler would know. He said, because I'm amused watching you, you know? You are amusing to me. You amuse me like a court jester or something, you know? But any good gambler knows, Haley, that one day your luck will run out. And he asked, she said, so what are you trying to offer me? A lifeline? I mean, do y'all notice how much her little attitude? If you go back to when the show first started, she was so, oh, Bill, they're picking on me. I don't know what to do. And I just, and now all of a sudden she neck rolling and popping and whatnot. She said, what you trying to do? Offer me a lifeline or something? Girl, do you know you talking to Joey the Thumbs? Joey the hacksaw? Joey to say goodbye-bye? Girl, don't be in here talking slick to Joey. You don't do that. The Joey got a kind and gentler side, but it ain't for you. She was like, so what you gonna do? You offering me a lifeline or something? He said, no, I'm just curious to see how you will play your hand. She has gotten bold, ain't she? Now, Eva fills her dad in. I don't know. Hold on one second. I'm way out of sync with this picture. Hold on. Okay, Eva fills her dad in on her mom's shenanigans lately. And then she starts asking about Chenise. She's like, how things going? What are y'all doing? You know, y'all look cute together. And he lets her know we done hit a little blip. And maybe we aren't as connected as we thought we were. And I'm like, child, gone somewhere. Now at the hospital, Chenise and Carlton are talking. And he let her know. I guess he finally had to go and let her know why he got a minute. I got a moment, let me tell you though. I ain't appreciate you setting Nicole up with what's his name. And she was like, wait a minute, first of all, it ain't my business who she date. And I didn't know it was going to be going that far. He was like, but I'm just saying, you don't want to be in her business, but you was in her business introducing to somebody. And she was like, you're not feeling threatened, are you? He was like, do I look worried? I was like, child. But anyway, I thought he did give one good answer. He said, I'm not really worried about what Nicole does because I know Nicole. And I know Nicole is the type of person who's going to weigh out all her options. She's going to try a lot of different stuff before she comes back to something that's stable. And I know I'm the something stable, more or less, is what he said. But I hope you're right, child. Because in her office right now, Dr. Rollins is calling her on the phone. I was just wondering, was she going to pick up the phone, though? I was wondering, sidebar. Why is Nicole up in here dressed up in her night clothes in her office like this? Girl, where is you going with this on? Where is you going? Look at this. Girl, what is you wearing? I mean, I know people wear cute stuff, but I'm feeling like some of her clothing. I mean, first of all, let me get this straight. The actress herself, beautiful lady, has kept herself in wonderful shape, all of that. But I'm just talking about the character now. So it's the character of this doctor who's supposed to be so refined, so, bougie. I'm just like, girl, what are you wearing? Girl, you got all your tatas and cha-chas just right out there in the middle of what looks like that's your sleeping top, as my grandmama would say. But anyway. Now, she did not answer the phone for Dr. Rollins. And I'm like, okay. But see, I know from that clip that they showed us before, you're going to slide over there with that chelate on in the middle of the night. Now, Chenise also asked Carlton, was he worried? And he says that he knows her because I'm a little ahead of myself. So he said, no, I know her. I'm not really worried about it. So when Dr. Nicole walks up, Carlton's like, ooh, and she's like, oh my God, you look stunning. Do y'all think that Chenise is a little too worried about what Nicole doing? Girl, stop worrying about Nicole, what Nicole got on, what Nicole doing. Girl, you need to get your, God, please. If you really think you got Ted's attention, worry about that girl and stop worrying about Nicole, because Nicole is doing her thing. 1, 2, 3 times. She is. I ain't even lying. 1, 2, 3 times. She ain't thinking about y'all. Not really. Because she is completely distracted. It may be a distraction, but she is completely distracted. So Carlton ends up telling her, can you take a picture of us before I mess around and get something on me? They look cute together. They make a cute little couple. I don't even know if I want her and Ted back together. I don't. Because Ted didn't do you right, girl, when he messed up. He did not. Now, Eva keeps talking, and she tells her dad about how hard it was for her with Iz at first. And she says she thought that he wasn't over his ex. But once I slowed down and just kind of owned it, and Iz gave me the space to heal, gave her space to heal, she said I was okay. And his actions, Dad, are what told me that he was really ready, more so than the words that was coming out of his mouth. Hint, hint. So when he picks up that hint, he was like, you know what? Let's take a rain check and I'll catch you later. You know, sidebar, because I tell y'all my head is down. And even sometimes when I'm cropping the pictures and stuff, I'm not paying attention. But Ted, let me tell you something. You wearing this suit today, sir. This is your color, sir. We liked it. That's cute. We like that sweatsuit you wearing, sir. More, please. Thank you. Okay. Now at Uptown, Vanessa and Joey are sitting there waiting for Nicole and Carlton. And I thought Vanessa looked pretty. Vanessa's been looking real cute. I like the darker lights and highlights, the highlights and lowlights that they're doing with her hair. It looks real cute. So they're sitting there and they're talking and waiting for them to come. And she updates him about Deanna's blow up. And she admitted that she lied. Girl, we knew you was lying, but here's the thing. See, about these lies, then you got to come back and you got to clean up all this mess later. You should have just said, listen, since you want to be in grown folks' business, let me tell you what it is. Do you think you really want to know? Because if you don't want to know, girl, you better go and tell me not to talk up. You better speak now, forever hold your peace. Yes. Yes, I did. And ain't nothing I can do to go back to change it now. What you gonna do about it? I'm grown. Huh? Look, girl, you mean to mind the business that suits you. Worry about daddy-daughter business. Don't worry about me and your daddy business. Me and your daddy business is me and your daddy business. Any more questions? But you chose to lie. And not only did you lie, you doubled down and lied. Which means that little Miss Deanna is going to let you have it. Because you was beating on the table, double down and lying. There's a difference in lying and beating on the table. Tell me, I did not. And then, girl, you was lying the whole time. Girl, Deanna gonna be so mad. You just watch. Now, over at Uptown, Vanessa and Joey, Eva sees Darnell. Let me get to this picture. Eva sees Darnell at the bar as she was leaving out. So she just stops and she's making conversation with him. She's like, hey, aren't you Vanessa's son? And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, nice to meet you. You know, so they were just making small talk. So she tells him they can, she's like, you know what? My boyfriend, she's so proud of her. She is all my man. So she's like, he works up there at the school that you had as an advisor. So if you ever need to talk, like his name is Isaiah. And she's like, so you just look him up. And I don't know why I got a feeling that somebody because let me tell you something. Y'all keep on talking about Isaiah's down here at Banneker. And this is the second time she done told somebody, he work at Banneker. Isaiah, don't let us find out you ain't down there working to that Banneker and maybe that you the impaler. Isaiah, don't let us find out that you and Chenise is in this thing together. Because I don't know why they keep on calling you. He at Banneker. I think that little Darnell going to come back and say, I looked up Isaiah. I ain't find nobody. Well, he was working there, but they said he been gone for 14 months, child. He ain't been over there doing nothing. They had to let him go for some unscrupulous situations. Joey ain't going to like that. But anyway. I think he going to have an evil side. Just like Joey got one that we don't know about, but we're going to wait and see. Y'all so doggone suspicious. Just calm down. But anyway. So she's just talking to him about nothing. Okay. So Eva says she's not, I'm sorry. So as they're just standing there talking, Cat walks up. And then Cat says right off the bat, I see you over here talking to the enemy. And so Eva says, I'm not in the mood for this today. So she got up to leave. She was like, I'm not in the mood for the back and forth today. I'm not. So she goes to leave, and Darnell asked her, do you guys have a beef or something? And she's like, it's too complicated to get into. So she says, okay, I'm gone. She's like, okay, goodbye, Darnell. So Kat was like, oh, wait a minute, Eva. Be sure to tell your fiance I said hello. And so Darnell's like, oh, you engaged? She's like, no, I'm not. So Kat says, that's wild. I thought I heard different. I guess Filter Queen Eva is still editing the truth. Now, Kat, that's a lie. Kat knows that Eva is not engaged. Eva is not the person that says she was engaged. So now, see, here's where I have a problem with you Cat-like fans. Like, you can't call out something Cat does, but y'all may as well get ready because, I'm going to talk about what was on the script today. So here's what was on the script today, and here was my thoughts on it. Keyboard gangsters, get ready. I do not understand why she walked up to, again, disparage Eva to somebody that she's just sitting there talking to. But I know you all can excuse her behavior for anything that she does. But on the script, I don't understand why she has to walk up and get started. The girl is just sitting there talking. Are you over here talking to the enemy? And then to go with the, again, with the name calling, oh, Filter Cat. I'm not saying she called no dirty dog name, but I just don't understand where Cat is coming from with this. Because Cat knows that Eva is not engaged. She knows Eva's not engaged. Did Isaiah not tell her that? So she already knows that. So why are you over here pretending like you don't know that? And then why are you over here putting it on Eva like she's the person who said it? So I'm just lost. So when they throw stuff like the stuff in like this, I'm like, I think some of this stuff is just thrown in here to get y'all going. I really do. Because some of you can't talk about the facts of what really happened. You got to, but it was pen. Now I'm had to say what I had to say about Cat yesterday. And even still, I get tags down in the comments. And I just started laughing because I'm like, I was expecting exactly that to happen. Because even when I'm like, let's talk about what happened today. And what happened today is that I'm riding for Cat. I'm still riding for Cat with this situation with Haley them. I really am. I think the Cat's intuitions be dead on, but that don't mean she right every single time about everything else that she does and how she chooses to do it. It does not. That is not what that means. But I am going to say that her intuitions are very strong. But that doesn't mean every intuition this chick has is correct. That doesn't mean that she gets to be nasty to somebody every single time she sees them when somebody's minding their business and not trying to start nothing with her. So here's what I'm asking you, cat officiants, right? So Eva could have got jiggy with her in front of Darnell, but she did not. She chooses to go, you know what? I'm about to go. And then even when she chooses, as she's walking away to say something stupid, she says, all right, I'm gone. Because I promise you it wouldn't have went that way if it was me. Baby, if you want it, you can get it. Do not call for me unless you expect for me to pick up the phone. And once I do, don't hang up now. Don't hang up now. We got to get it now. But she better than me because and none of y'all would have taken it either. And you wouldn't. Y'all be killing me. But anyway, that's what happened today with the Cat character. Mm-hmm. I know y'all gonna hear it a little differently. Yeah, but Eva was breathing, and that's the reason why Cat had to say what she did. Well, she broke up her family, and that's the reason why she had to say what she did. You just don't like Cat. That's the reason why you saying what you saying. No, I'm saying it because it was rude. It was stupid. It was dumb. I don't get it. Cat, I'm rooting for you to grow up, girl, and be better than this. I know it's going to take some time, girl, but even still, every time they make you do this dumb stuff, I'm going to have to call that out, too, because they be getting on my nerve. But anyway, because enough already. In real life, I don't do this with people. Baby, you ain't about to come tell me something dumb you did 44, 62 times. I ain't about to tell you to go on with that now. I'm tired now. I can't sit and listen to this all day long. Now, what we doing and what we doing? Okay. Now, Naomi runs into Haley over to Orpha Jean's. And she was like, let me just grab a chair, say a couple things to you. Why are you going after Tomas? And she was like, what are you saying? Tomas is over there harassing women. She was like, girl, you a lie. Tomas ain't over there harassing nobody. I talked to all them women over there at that firm when my daddy was going through what he was going through with that company, and ain't nobody called his name except to say something kind. So what you doing, Haley? What is this about? Because you was a lie. She was like, well, just because he didn't do it to the others don't mean that he ain't did it. And she was like, okay, let me tell you what, because you're not hearing me clear. Please do not forget that I know that you lied about that baby and taking them tests and things. Because girl, I would hate to bring that up. And she was like, are you threatening? She says, no, I'm just making sure that you hear me clear. Be advised. Be advised, girl. Be advised. I ain't about to play these reindeer games with you. You gonna leave Tomas alone. That's her cousin's boyfriend. And they ain't about to let you do it, girl. You know what? You better stay over there playing with Bill. You don't want it with these Duprees, Haley. These Duprees, baby, will form a circle and beat your tail in the middle of it, baby. And hide all the evidence. They will. They will. But keep on. Because see, you gonna meet the other side of Naomi. Now, Naomi may not did that when you came in there and stole her daddy from her mama. But evidently she don't play by her cousins. Now Ted goes to talk to Chenise, and he knows that he has to start putting his words into actions. And he needs to show more actions than words. Thank you very much, because we don't need a whole bunch of words. Okay, we need the actions. We need the thing to go behind it. We need all the action words. Get all those. What you about to do? What you about to did? What you about to done? Chenise knows what kind of man he is, and Ted said, "Well, I wanna put the work in and show you. I just need you to hear that I am a person who moves slow, but that's not doubt. That's just who I am. Trying not to screw things up again. I don't want to screw things up again. Ted got a right to try to start over if he want to. She got a right to believe him. We'll see what happens. Because I don't know, girl. I don't know about people jumping in and stuff. Because you can't jump when you ain't coming over here. You just had your heart broke. Go get your heart broke by myself. Let me tell you something. Go play games with somebody else. And then when you get through with that, then you come back over here and talk to me. Okay? Until then, we can be friends. Because I don't want it. I'm sorry. I don't want it. Now, Cat sits with Darnell, and he thinks that she'll understand things. She'll understand. And he said things got really heated today. Oh, yeah, Deanna was over there hollering, yelling, and my mama called her all kinds of rack-a-ma-dack-a-ba-dangs. She called my mama snagger-tooth lie. She was like, you a lie, mama, you a lie. The truth right in you. But anyway, he was running that down to her. And he said, Deanna accused my mother of cheating on my dad. And then Cat was like, do you think she did? Cat, do you already know the answer to this? Because I didn't forget. Did people know that because she had started just being bold with Joey, being out and about. And people do be talking down to the country club, girl. Sidebar. We on season 2, episode 260. And I ain't heard nothing about my application down to the country club. Y'all ain't gonna keep on playing me. And the next time I interview somebody from over there, I'm going to ask them to please say a word for me down into the country club about my application. Because I believe y'all done put my application to the back. You didn't even let Leslie up in here. Leslie out of all people. But anyway. He said that I don't know. I mean, my mama denied that she was cheating. But I don't know. That's because you know, Darnell. Darnell, you are D'Artagnan. You already know swashbuckler, sir. Swashbuckler Darnell, you already know what your mama did. Everybody do. Now the doctors arrive, and baby, right off the rip, Joey goes in. It's like Joey had been sitting over here on ready, set, go. Okay. Everybody had already said ready, set. He was just waiting for go. And when they walked in, it was go for Joey. It was on sight for Joey. Joey got started. He got funky right off the rip. The next thing I know, they all come in with pleasure. They say, hey, how you doing? Whatever. Joy, like, yeah, I know y'all be busy doing stuff. Did all your patients survive today? I was like, Joy, ain't nobody said nothing but hi. Joy, ain't nobody said nothing but hello, and you already on this boo. But we love it. We do. So Carter says, I know that I heard about your mom passing away, and my condolences on that. And Joy says, oh, y'all be sitting around gossiping about that kind of thing. He was like, no, No. So he's like, well, it's a cautionary tale. She lost her life from trying to, from the pressure of trying to be perfect. And she was collateral damage to the parasites who profit from it. I was like, oh did you just? And then Vanessa gonna jump in. Oh, present company excluded. Girl, let me tell you something. That ain't good enough. I promise you. You invite me out to dinner with you and your man come for me and mine across the table like this. Me and mine, we about to form a bond, baby, over here. It's about to be Batman and Spider-Man all over this table, baby. We gonna see which superhero gonna win. You and your man and me and my man about to have it out, baby, verbally. We about to do this thing. Because if you about to let him sit over here and talk crazy, you ain't trying to stop him. And I'm a doctor too. I would have left the table if I was Vanessa. I'm not gonna sit here while you act stupid. I had to pull you to the side and say, I know you better get it together. These are my friends. That rudeness ain't about to happen. But if, as Dr. Nicole, if I done came to dinner with you and your man jumps up at the table with all this, I don't care if he is Joey the Thumbs, Joey the Hacksaw, baby, we about to get it. Because hopefully, girl, you're going to save my life if he start talking too crazy. I'm just like, but I ain't about to sit over here and let him do too much. Now, you ain't about to do too much. Now, Chenise assures Ted that we're okay. But I can't believe that he said that he can't believe how they fell for each other just out of nowhere. And she's like, yeah, we're opposites, but it seems to work. And Ted wants to just ride the wave and see where it goes. How y'all is with a man want to ride the wave and see where it goes? Y'all all right? But I mean, I guess that's what you do, right? He's like, I just want to ride the wave and see where it goes. But I'm telling you, I'm excited about seeing where it goes. Okay, Ted, we gonna see. Elaine, you got to give him a chance to see where it goes. Now, when it does happen, then we gonna butterfly. I ain't saying I believe in Ted. I don't know if I believe in this. I really don't. So I don't think I believe Ted. I don't know if I believe it, baby. I think, like I said, Nicole is one door knock away from over at that hotel in the middle of the night. Bing, bang, bing, boom, boom, boom. Y'all gonna be walking through the hospital, lying and avoiding each other. And Shanice gonna pick up on it and be like, you know what? I knew it. I knew you was gonna break my heart. I know you was gonna do me like that, and I was a fool. I was a fool to even believe what you even was trying to believe. But you know, the thing is, I thought that her and Carlton had better chemistry together. You should have stayed with that girl. You should have hurried up and got that before Nicole went over there and got that, because she don't really want that. I don't think she do. Now, Haley is 100% with the attitude over here at this table with Naomi. She calling Lynette a victim. But Naomi tells her, you need to go on and let it go. Because that whole sonogram is still in my pocket. And it would be wise for you to leave Tomas alone. Child, but you know how Haley is. Haley was like, ooh, okay. Haley, I don't think she playing with you neither. Now, Deanna thinks her dad's drinking and gambling is her mama's fault. And Cat says, but she still loved him. Love is messy sometimes, but it's still love. It's not perfect. And Darnell don't want to leave his sister or his mom by the wayside, but he's conflicted on this Joey thing himself. Child, let me tell you something. Joey, Diego, Sinaka, Peter, Paul, Luther, Andy, all of them done been around by your mama house. I'm just trying to tell you now, you better be ready, sir. Now, Carlton tries to calm the waters, but Joey needs to vent. Seems like he reading him about feeding off people while he himself takes folks out. Joy, this is what I couldn't understand. You be taking people out yourself, so I don't even know why you over here on these doctors like this. You run a gambling house, sir. But Nicole let him have it. She said, if you're worried about addictions, when are you handing over your gambling license? You're so worried about addictions. When are you going to hand over your gambling license, Joey? I guess you'll be doing that soon, right? And then Vanessa big head self had the nerve to say, Nicole, that's so like that was too far. Your man been over here insulting people since somebody walked in here and said hello and ain't nobody said nothing to him. You ain't said nothing. But then the minute that Nicole say a good little 1, 2, 3, then here you come on say everybody to be quiet. I ain't about to be quiet. I'm about to keep on talking. That's what because you ain't said nothing. So stay quiet over there and sip your drink, ma'am. Girl, I know you better hush. So Joey said, I ain't the one who took an oath to do no harm. And Carlton said, yeah, because that would require having a conscience. Boop, honey boop. That would require having a conscience. It was tense at this table, baby. It was tense. And thank goodness the waiter came over to take the orders for the drinks because they need one roundabout now. Maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't know if it's the drinks or not the drinks, but I'm glad the man came over to break this up because Joy messed around there. And let me tell you what really shut everything down. What really shut everything down was when Joey looked across that table at Nicole and he said, the bodies that are covered up for these politicians, the bodies that's on some of these politicians, girl, that cover up is what's deep. Baby, I bet you she hurried up and shut her mouth then. She ain't had no more to say then. But the real kicker was them little clips that they showed, I guess, for tomorrow's show. Now, let me tell you something beyond the gates. If any of y'all out there listening. Now, them clips, y'all need to keep them clips in at the end of the show to showing us what's going on the next time because them clips like to took me out. And I was looking forward to rewatching them on Paramount Plus, but they did not include it with the Paramount Plus. So let me tell y'all what I remember. Okay, number one. It looks like Bill is talking to Tomas and he said, no, this is about my legacy. So I don't know what's going on. Is he about to, we know you ain't about to let him go. But they in there talking about that. And then Nicole and Carlton seem to have had some kind of argument after they get back from over there to her house, which is what I think led her over there climbing up in Dr. Rollins' bed in the middle of the night, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, girl. But more importantly, Randy and Lynette was sitting there talking, and he said something about the first husband. What first husband? Who first husband? Did you say you was Lynette's first husband? Did you say Haley had another husband? What is we talking about? And we need to hurry up and get to it. Y'all, if y'all don't put this in this episode tomorrow, I ain't playing with y'all. I ain't gonna watch it no more. April Fool. But listen here. Danny stopped by Bill's office as well for something. Is he going to tell Danny that she might have been right about her suspicions about little Haley? And then Haley and Lynette is at Uptown, right? And then she told Lynette that they need to unalive Bill. She said, we need to unalive Bill. And Lynette didn't do nothing but sit there and continue to casually sip her tea and eat her food while the girl said, we about to take my husband out. Child, today's episode made me tired. It did. Let me scroll up here and catch some of these comments that y'all been talking because I know y'all been down here just going in. So let's scroll up here and see where we stop. Linda says she's at the tax prepared. Linda, tell me, give me a couple dollars while you down there, please. Let's see. The gates were swinging off the hook. Miss Jen, they may keep showing that organ encouraged to be an organ donor. But that could be. Ted is literally a rebound. Ted was divorced for 72 hours before she set sights on him. Ooh. And Joey's soliloquy at the table while throwing flaming curves across the table at the dinner table leads one to believe that he has a bloody hatred toward, dislike for the medical profession. Elaine said, I love Deanna. Baby, I love me some Deanna too. Now, we love her now, but y'all will be 2 months from now. They all ain't be waiting that long. 2 weeks from now. I can't stand Deanna. Deanna get on my nerve. Deanna do too much. Now, let's remember the love we got for her now. The cheating's been going on for a long, long time. Since them babies was in diapers. I don't know that, but I'm just saying. Elaine said Deanna was right. You know what would be interesting? Deanna and Cat as roommates. Vanessa was sleeping around before and after Doug. For attorneys, Naomi and Bill are super dense. She will do nothing. I think Isaiah is Joey's son too. I sure enough do. Unicorn says, hey. That was before we got involved. She was sleeping around with Joey and a young guy. You mean guys? Heavy on the ass. He never said he would not cheat with his ex. He never said he would not cheat with his ex. Oh, Ted didn't. Me too. And she could have even stepped on Vanessa's thighs. Me too. And she could have even stepped on Vanessa's thighs. Oh, yeah, getting out of that booth. Joey knows what's going. Yeah, in it. That would have been good. I'd have been rolling. Haley is really gotten both. She has. Why is Joey getting jobs from Bill and then going to tell Haley and giving her cue? Because Joey know what he's doing. See, by telling Haley what he knows that it's going to put Haley into got to do something about it mode. And so now he's going to sit back and watch what happens. That's what I think. Because that's how these people think. I'm going to tell you something enough to get, because now I know you got to make moves. You got to have me. You're going to need to talk to Randy. You're going to need to talk to Lynette. And I'm going to have people watching y'all. I'm going to find out. I'm going to see. I'm going to sit back and watch y'all run like rats. Joy was thrown in his hook in the water and is ready to catch. Hold on a second. And is ready to catch slimy little shady shark. Yes. Did she change into her date attire at work? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, she got a bathroom in her office, I'm sure. Shanice has self-esteem issues. You think so, Elaine? Because I wondered about that. Self-esteem, or she just is not self-assured, if that's the same thing. Girl, you be worried about Nicole. Either you got this man or you don't. Vanessa needs to tell the truth and let it be known that you were sleeping with other men in other country with Joey and Doug found out. Yeah, all y'all got to do is ask her where she was at when Daddy left here. Where was you at, Mama? Who was you with? You gonna mess around, find the tickets or something. Girl, you shouldn't have never lied. You shouldn't have never lied. You'd have did better to say I don't want to talk about it. See, you ain't got to lie. You have two choices. Talk about it or don't, because that's my credo. I'm going to either tell you the truth or tell you I don't want to talk about it. I ain't got to lie to you. Carlton is going to share the photo with Rollins as soon as possible. Oh, you're going to put it on his Instagram. But see, it don't matter, because if Rollins take a picture, because Nicole getting ready to go over there in the middle of the night with that key. I think Doug is hiding out somewhere. I do too. Why is Eva thanking people for Iz's support and sending people to Iz? They've been together. It don't matter how long they've been together. If she wants to move with this about her boyfriend, this is her man. If she wants to thank somebody for making him who he, in other words, to me, this was like her thanking a parent for making him as wonderful as he was. And so what? It's her boyfriend. Now, we ain't talking about no random, so it don't matter how long they've been together. Okay. You don't think Cat would do the same, or Cat ain't did the same? I mean, this her man. Now, I did like the back and forth today with Eva and Cat, which is more in line with Catty's sisterly soapy banter and not so cruel. Okay, you know what, Elaine? I'm gonna give you that. I was just like, I'm ready for them to let her be over that kind of stuff. Like, y'all letting her grow, let her grow. Even though I know it's not gonna happen back overnight. I need to calm down. Let her, it ain't gonna happen overnight. But I'm just like, stop having her running and jumping on people like she's Leslie. She's not Leslie. She's classier than that. I think Eva line about tick for tat cat was so cute. Yeah, I heard that too, but I didn't get to write it down that way. I like that too. Tit for cat. She said, I don't feel like going tit for cat with you today. True soap style banter. For Cat is up and stuck. Danny does the same thing with Haley. Wait, Danny, that's different though. She stole her husband. Moved in her house, ate her food, slept in her bed, had a relationship with that girl. Thought of her, she was her, she played all of them. That's different. If Danny sees Haley, she goes over and above child. But the girl stole her husband of 30 years. Now that ain't the same. before we have beef forever, because we have beef forever. It is. Plus, soaps are petty. Just par for the course. I enjoyed how even the characters get on my nerves. I have to remember that because I don't watch. I've never watched one of these kind of shows before, so I will grow. I will expand in the way that I look at things too, and just go, okay, if y'all tell me this is the way it is in soapy, then I'll take it for that. Okay, facts, Miss Jen. Kat needed to just mind her own business. I really started liking Kat with the Haley business, and now she's on my little list again. Now I'm gonna go with what they said today about it just being soap banter, because if that's the case, because I don't watch these, I've never watched one of these kind of shows before, then I have to take that for what it is. Okay, I just don't think Kat should be so low, but being annoyed about Joey and Danny, I'm fine. She should not say people should not have been born, but saying you are not getting married, no. But Eva never said she was getting married. That was my point, and she knows Eva never said that. So I just didn't even get the point of that. It'd be different if Eva was like, I'm getting married, but she never said that. Her mama did. Danny does this all the time with Haley because they are beef because of what Haley did to. But I'm looking at the beef with Kat and Eva. Kat's pettiness is beyond belief when she's knowing it wasn't Eva saying that she was engaged. Linda says, I'm home, 47 watching and 32 likes. Please hit the like button for me. It's the very, very, very small but big thing that you can do to help me over here, to help the channel be seen. And we as small content creators are struggling right now on this platform. And so we have to beg of you to do certain things because it matters behind the scenes. And because we're on the platform, I can't say no more. That was not what she said, that Eva is deserving of all the heat, but everyone in town has forgiven her except Kat. Everyone in town has been friendly with Haley except Danny. Well, she could choose to do what she wanted. Yeah, I see Kat and Darnell together as a couple. Yeah, I don't know why I see this is where this is building to. I mean, if Danny can have a man 16, let me see, 1632, and she was born in 1837, he was born. Okay, so she can have a man that's 79 years younger than her, then Kat can certainly have one that's 2 or 3 younger than her. I love this ending. It was funny. Joey came out swinging. Danny and Andre need a storyline other than, thank you. Thank you. I'm tired of them with the pitch and woo. We got to have more than them pitch and woo. Everything they do is in their room. Not Ted not messing around because he doesn't just want to go to Pound Town. Charlene Wheeler, I agree. After today, I know for a fact is Joy's son. My favorites today were Deanna and Cat. Yeah, be on purpose. And hey, how you doing? But yeah, I said it I said it because of the stance that he was taking. I'm like, he acting like this his boy. But Darlene, we need the whole backstory about how you met Joey. I mean, did you? No, I mean, that was his mama. I don't know. Darlene, we need the backstory, Darlene. I thought Joey and Carlton was about to, I did too. I thought they was about to throw down. Ted is going to cheat on Chenise with his ex. Mark my word. I believe he is too. This grown man need to get advice from his 23, 24-year-old child. Sometimes, out of the mouths of babes. Sometimes so it doesn't matter how you get it, where you get it, is that you get it. So if that's who it took to say it, then boom, okay? Because I think about even with Kat, people didn't believe her until it came from her. They saw it from things other than out of her mouth. And then she's like, I tried to tell y'all that. Bye, boy. Boy, bye, she said. Am I the only one bored with Danny and Andre? Yes, I am, but I have been from the beginning. Scaly, get a life. I love Naomi finally showing up, but girl, where you been? Nope, you are not the only one. Naomi finally said something about baby Invisalign. Thank you. She loved him so much that she was sleeping with different men. She did. That's how she was able to show her love. Vanessa is she said is a cereal garden too. Vanessa should have been offended by Joey. Shouldn't have been offended by Joey. I can't lie though, I thought they were going to fight. I was impressed with the advice Eva gave Ted concerning Chenise and why she's leery about relationship. It was a deep answer, it really was. That part about Vanessa and her Karen shock. That part about Vanessa with her Karen shock. I didn't get that. That part about Vanessa with her Karen shock. Go on, Carlton. I agree that Eva told a good story to her and but Ted needing a 23-year-old is my issue. Ted is emotionally unstable. It's got nothing to do with her age. Sometimes you can get things from the darnest places. Sometimes a baby can say something to you and you'll be like, wow. Sometimes it's the simplicity of the way somebody says something. Sometimes it just is. It has nothing to do with age. I think drinks will muddy the waters even for good. May everybody keep on drinking then. Keep drinking. I'm in drinking. I'm in drinking. That's why I think Nicole and Carlton get into it later. 1 2 minute drinks. I hope y'all Ubered over there. Child, things move fast. Today's episode was boom, pow, boom, pow. It was like watching a tennis match. Yeah, Haley has another husband. Wow, I thought she was just living with these men, but married? Child, I don't know if Bill gonna be able to handle it if we dig up her husband. But then again, if Joey finds out all the dirt, will he use it to manipulate Haley the way he wants to for a while? But really, I want Haley to be found out. I'm tired of her not being found out. Be on purpose, it was indeed. Darlene is on simmer, but she's going to be scandalous. Danny and Andre's storyline is boring. When is Andre cheating coming with Danny? When is Andre cheating coming with Danny? I don't know. Advanced age doesn't always equate to, yeah, child, every gray head is not wise. I done heard some older people give some advice I wouldn't give to a dog. I just would not. You can't listen to everybody just because they older. That don't mean they know nothing. But sometimes I'm serious. A little baby can say something like, "Why you look sad, mommy? You look like you want to cry." Like sometimes they would just observe and say some things and you'll be like, "What? Oh, wow." So it doesn't matter where it came from. If this is too bad, too bad. Even didn't say something to him then before he lost his wife completely. Maybe if she had said something then, he might have heard that. Because Lord. I think it came out of an early episode that Haley actually married one of her victims. I don't remember if she married, but I remember she was messing with these dudes. But I remember that episode when they were at the casino and her and but here's the thing. Remember, Randy has all of those old IDs because they were going through the IDs, looking at them, talking about the IDs. And remember when you was this? Remember when you was that? I may have to go back and find that episode just to remember those names and stuff that she had. I'm just putting it out there that Andre might be cheating. I thought Andre and Ashley were gonna cheat. Y'all know I was hardcore on that. But with somebody else, I don't know. Who he gonna be messing around with now? I don't know. I don't know, but I do know one thing. It was on fire today. It was. Now tomorrow is very sketchy. Tomorrow is very sketchy, y'all. I may do a broadcast, I may not. I may just put up a short. I don't know. I might do a late night. I don't know because tomorrow is very sketchy due to some stuff I got going on. So I don't know. And then if the show real good, I'm going to be really hurt if I can't get on here and talk. So I might have to come on here and talk later. I don't know. I had to see. I might not have pictures, but I might have to come on here and talk about it. When you going out of town, Frank? All right, gatekeepers, that's our show for today. And listen, we had plenty to talk about. Now, I need to hear from you. What did you think about today's episode? What stood out to you? Who had you side-eyeing just a little bit? Go ahead and drop it down in the comments because you already know that's where the real conversation continues. That's to those of you who are in the replay gang. If you enjoyed the conversation, go ahead and hit the like button and make sure that you're subscribed if you already haven't. And share this out to somebody else who loves to talk a little stuff about these Duprees. Because we like to gossip about these doggone Duprees like they real, even though we know they're not. And let's take a moment to thank the entire gang.
Katie Mommy, Bilo Dee, Destiny H, Cousin Linda, Elaine T, Belinda Hill, and the Raven Maniac. Thank you.
Thank you indeed. Thank you to the gang for holding it down for us every single day because you really do help to keep the conversation going. Now, I also want to take a moment to say thank you to each and every one of you who come over here regularly to spend time with me. You don't have to. And I truly don't take that for granted. The fact that you choose to be here, that you enjoy this space, and that some of you may even look forward to it, that really means more to me than you know. So thank you for being here and for being a part of this community. And as I always like to tell you, I do hope that you are having a great day. And if not, remember, there's still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.